Good morning, fellow YouTubers. It's Sunday morning and it's 22 minutes past 5 and I'm off out for another adventure with the dog because I've got Bay again with us this week because I left him in the house last week so I could take some photographs while I was out of Scotland. So today's journey is going to take me back to KIDLAND Forest from up the ALWIN Valley, and I'm going to be doing a circular walk over 5 river fords up my favourite little valley where I used to go up the top of to do some wild camping in my younger days. So, it's a circular walk, so I'm going to be walking along the White Burn, going up towards White Burn Shank Cottage. But halfway along I'm going to be turning right, crossing over a river ford and going up a nice little quiet valley that it's hardly used, and just go right at the top of there and then disappear behind the trees and bushes and go up to an extended part of it that nobody goes to. It's like a hidden valley where it's a lovely sun trap. So I'm going to revisit that lot, do a circular route up the hill, past it, cross over a little burn, and then when I get to the top just drop back down on the main road and walk back along towards the car. So that'll be the circular route. Right, so without further ado, I'll get on with my journey down Prince Edward Road there and go over towards the John Reid Road. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Okay, it's 6:07 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 8th of June 2025, and I'm just going towards Rothbury. So I've come along the A1 past the Metro Centre and then take the left turn onto the A697 Coldstream Road. So I've done 31.2 miles when I got on the slip road to come up onto the A697 where I am now. So I've just stopped to pull over to make this short video. So I've got to continue along now until I see the signs for the Anglers Arms pub, where I'll be turning left and dropping down a little side road to take a little corner off, and then continue along the Rothbury Road through Rothbury, Thropton, Sharperton, Harbottle, and then eventually go towards Alwinton. But before you reach the village of Alwinton, I'll be turning right to go into the grounds of Clennell Hall, and that's where I start driving up the road right to the top where I park up. So I'll bring you back further down the line. Right, so bye for now. Okay, I've done 38 miles, it's a 38.4 miles on the A697 Coldstream Road, and I've got to the point where you go down the steep bank, and if you look up ahead you can see there's an arrow pointing off to the left. That's the Rothbury Road, but I'm going to take a left turn just before that to go around the back of the pub, the Fisherman's Arms. Then it's like taking a little corner off and then getting onto the Rothbury Road around the back of the pub after crossing over the stone bridge, and then just continue along in towards Rothbury. I just wanted to stop here. So basically once you see this sign on the left with a triangle, like with junction left or right, that's when you know I'm going to be taking left along the little quiet side road just parallel with this one, A697 Coldstream Road. So it's 6:14 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 8th of June 2025, and I'm heading towards Rothbury. So I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Okay, it's 6:27 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 8th of June 2025. So I've come right along the Rothbury Road off the A697. We are turned off at the Fisherman's Arms. Then you come to this junction here where I'm going to be turning left and dropping down the hill into Rothbury, driving through Rothbury and then continue down through Thropton, then Flotterton, then over the Sharperton Bridge, and then Harbottle, and then Alwinton. That's your journey. So I've done what, 44.3 miles so far from South Shields. Like I say, I'm just going to be turning left here now and dropping down the hill. And then what you've got to be careful of is when you're going into Rothbury, they've put this new where there's the zebra crossing is, they've made it into a speed bump ramp as well. So if you drive fast over it, you'll wreck your bloody wheels or pull your front bumper off. I mean, you get right on it before there's any warning as well. But they've just recently put new warning signs up because obviously a lot of people would have been driving over that and just flying up in the air near of going too fast. Right, so I'll bring you back further down the line. Right, let's put those signposts on. So Otterburn 15 to the left, Thropton 2.25 miles, Rothbury 1/4 mile down the hill, and then obviously the other way go back towards Alnwick. New houses getting built over there. Debden Falls more money for the bankers. So countryside is being taken up and houses built for the bankers to get the electronic scam mortgages, and that's what was happening all over the country. Right, so without further ado, I'll get on with my journey. So bye for now. Okay, it's 6:34 AM in the morning, and I've drove 46.6 miles, and I've came through Rothbury, and I'm now into Thropton, and I've just pulled over at the car park of the 3 Wheathead pub, and I'm just going to be continue along now towards Flotterton, and then across and down over the Sharperton Bridge, and then Harbottle, and then eventually Alwinton. But just before I get to Alwinton, you turn right into Clennell Hall access road, and then I'm just going to follow that all the way around, and then drive over the 4 bridges again like I normally do, and then park up after the 4th one at the steel bridge that they built across the burn to help the Forestry Commission trucks get across the burn with the heavy weights. So it's a brand new steel bridge to take the weight. Right, so that's what's happening right now anyway. So 6:35, yeah. So I've got a few more miles to go before I park up for the journey walk to follow Whiteburn up to the top. Right, so I'll bring you back for that along the line. Bye for now. Okay, it's 6:39 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning now, and I've done 46.4 miles, and I've come to the village of Flotterton, which is just around the next bend. It's only like farm and buildings and cottages, just a couple of cottages on the side of the road. Then I'll be going past them, then off to the right and then up the hill, and heading towards to go over Sharperton Bridge. That's the next little village that you drive through, Sharperton, and where you cross over the big bridge over the river. Right, so I'll bring it back. Bye for now. Okay, I've done 51.4 miles now, and I've reached the signpost for Sharperton, and there, straight ahead, round the corner there, is the concrete bridge to go over the river at Sharperton. So I'm going to go over that, drive through Harbottle, and then continue towards Alwinton. But just before I reach Alwinton, I'm going to be turning right, like I say, into the driveway to go into Clennell Hall campsite and outdoor activity place. So that's the state of play that I'm at now. Call it Richardson Lane ahead. See, that's a good thing about having a GPS as well. It tells you the names of the road. But I've done how many miles? 51.4, and it's now 6:46 AM in the morning on a Sunday morning, the 8th of June 2025. Right, so luckily there's none of the what comes down from the sky so far anyway. So it could be a good walking day with a dog up the up towards Whiteburn Shank Cottage in the KIDLAND Forest. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Right, now I've done 54.5 miles now at 6:55 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 8th of June 2025. Now this is going to be my last stop because I'm just going to drive right along this road now, over the 4 bridges and park where I normally park so I can start my walk. But I just wanted to stop here because straight ahead is Alwinton, the village of Alwinton. So like I said, just before you go to Alwinton, you don't go into Alwinton, you turn right here where this brown sign is saying Clennell Hall Hotel, Public Bar, 1 mile. So you turn right here, go over the cattle grate, follow the road round and over the stone bridge, then eventually you come to your access road which leads into Clennell Hall, and just down on the bottom there it's saying KIDLAND Cottages, so basically I'm heading for that as well. So it's saying there, caravan site, half a mile along the road. So this is where you turn right as you're coming into Alwinton, where they're building new houses over there, or putting new roofs on or something. But I mean, that's where you go along to go into the Courtyard Valley to do the walks along there. If you're going into the Courtyard Valley, but I'm not going in there today. I'm turning right here and going along towards Clennell Hall Hotel. But I'm just going to continue along the road right to the top, to where I normally park on the steel bridge. Well, just I turn around at the steel bridge and point my car back down in this direction after driving in there. Right, so it's 6:56 now. Like I say, I've done 54.5 miles. So I'm going to turn right here and head it into my location. So I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Okay, I'm stopped again because I've just turned right to go along the road towards Clennell Hall, and I've come across a pile up of sheep, little lambs all along the road, look. So there's logs piled up on both sides of the road, but on the road up ahead for the next, 1,000 yards, there's sheep lying on the road, little lambs. So I'm just going to have to drive along very, very slowly until they get up and start walking across to the edge of the road so I can go past them. But I just wanted to put that on video because I found it quite funny. A traffic jam of sheep and lambs. Right, so bye for now. Okay, I've just stopped again after passing all those little lambs. I had to drive really, really slow and wait for them to walk off the side of the road so I could get past. But I've just pulled over here because I'm at the area now where it's a campsite for camper vans and tents and stuff like that. And the entrance into Clendall Hall is up there, another 75 yards on the right there. Look, as you can see the white sign with a red arrow pointing up. So that's where you drive into Clendall Hall campsite. So as you can see, there's quite a few people there. So I've just got to drive past this entrance road into Clendall Hall, go another 100 yards, and then you come past the exit access road coming out of it, and then just continue round the right hand bend, and then just continue all the way up the ALWIN Valley until I reach me parking spot where I normally park. Right, so without further ado, I'll continue with my journey because I think the dogs desperately want to get out. So I'll get there, park up, let them out for a quick wee, and then I'll set up my time-lapse camera in my windscreen wipe as usual because it's charged up now, the battery's fully charged up, ready to go. So I should get a long time-lapse as well. Right, so bye for now. Okay, I've done 57.9 miles by the looks of things here, and it's 7:30 AM in the morning. I've set up, hey quiet, I've set up my time-lapse in the windscreen as usual, and I've got my Digi-Power powering up, but when I turn the engine off I've got to press the button on it again to continue powering up the GoPro 8 there, doing a time-lapse. I forgot to wipe my windows down as well because they'll be full of muck and dust after driving up these gravel roads. But I'm just going to show you where I've parked now, sensibly and considerably as well. Every time I come up here, I've getting off the road, left loads of space for any vehicles that do come and go over the bridge or come off the bridge, and I've left loads of room for any vehicles that come down from like Millcote Cottage area. So just want to put it on video where the cars, you see, tons of room. I'm not on the road. Tons of room to come over the bridge or go onto the bridge. Any other big vehicles that come up here. But I'm glad it's dry, like, because it's been on and off with that wet stuff all the time. Back home especially, like, well, as soon as I get out the door to take him round the corner and up the bridle path, it starts pissing down the rain. So I'm taking a chance now, so I'm not going to put my jacket on. I've just got my t-shirts on and my thick sweatshirt, so I should be warm enough and hopefully stay dry for a change going up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross the steel bridge, go over the 4 river fords, and then the last one where I turn right to go up my hidden little valley, my favourite little valley, and I'm going to walk to the top of that valley and then go behind some trees and bushes that hide us, like a hidden entrance into an extension of the valley, if you like, where I sometimes go up and do wild camping, because it's a lovely little sun trap as well, where the stream runs through it down at the bottom right. Now there was a load of trees had fallen over, which started making it difficult to get in there, but I'll go into it and persevere, because I want to go to the far side and then like bear right and then go up the hill. And what I want to do is go up to the top of that ridge there and point my camera back down here where the car is along the valley. So when you're high up, you can look right back along the ALWIN Valley where I've drove in from Clendall Hall. So there's the old footbridge that I used to cross over to get past this ford when there was no steel bridge here. It was running fast and deep, so it was a nightmare to get past without getting wet. So you used to go over that footbridge, turn right and then walk along past the trees that were up at the time, and then get onto the road beyond the second ford. So this was the first one you had to cross, and then there's another one 70 yards in. So basically that bridge took you over to the other side where you can get past the second one. So you only had to get past this first one back in the day. But now, listen to him, he's whining like he wants to get out. I've just had him out to do his business, like, which he did do. That's good. But So you can imagine this one has been pissing down the rain. It was getting deeper and deeper and deeper and running faster and faster. So there was no stepping stones to get across. So that's why they ended up building a steel bridge to help the big Forestry Commission trucks get over when they're fully laden with big trees coming down here. But as you can see, ALWIN Valley is a beautiful valley to come up and to walk up into KIDLAND Forest, where I went the other day. It's stunning. Right, so that's my introductory video done. And so over 4 fords and then turn right into my favourite little hidden valley. That's where I'm going to start my journey. So I'm going to go that way, but on the way back I'll be coming back round and down 4 S-bends from high up and then drop back down and walk back along this main road coming back towards the back of the car. Then I'll be jumping back in the car and that's my journey done. That's my circular walk done. Right, so without further ado, I'll turn off the engine, push the button on my Digi-Power battery to continue recording my time-lapse and charging up the GoPro 8 battery at the same time. Right, so bye for now.